do do you have a sense for what Jesus was like before, when he was younger, before they talk about him in the Bible? Because I think, like for 20 years, there's not much written about him.
Mm-hmm. I definitely have my own theories. Yeah. And the law of one sort of backs up a lot of the theories I do have. I think that Christ was a very enlightened soul, a very enlightened child. We know that through the scriptures, right? There's the passage of Mary and Joseph can't find Jesus, and they're searching all through the town in a panic for him. And then they finally go to the temple, and there he is sitting with all the rabbis, reading and teaching the scriptures with them. And they're all amazed at this 12-year-old kid who knows the scriptures so well, and his understanding of the divine was so advanced for his age. And his parents say, like, Jesus, we've been worried sick about you. Why would you do this to us? And he looks at them super confused. He's like, what? Why wouldn't you know to find me here? Where else would you look for me? It's like, okay, this was a super enlightened kid. But then we don't have anything till 30. So there's 18 missing years. Jesus shows up and he's this incredible miracle worker, just incredible healing miracles, walking on water, raising the dead. And, in the Eastern tradition, these are called siddhis. In the Sanskrit, it's called a siddhi, which is like a supernatural power or psychic gift. And we know through ancient Hindu scriptures, the Vedas, the Upanishads talk about the awakening of Kundalini life force energy. Ancient Kriya yoga, Kundalini yoga, they would awaken this dormant life energy within all of us at the base of the spine. And they say these psychic abilities start manifesting once the Kundalini is awakened. So I really strongly believe, because there's no way that all of the miracles Christ did were totally made up, and he didn't do any miracles at all, and someone just started pretending he did, and then everyone else believed it and wrote the same things. Like, at some point somewhere, someone would say, I'd never heard a story about this guy doing miracles. He was just a teacher. Like, what is this? But all through the Gospels, the Gnostic Gospels, he's always attributed as being an incredible miracle worker. And we know people today who can do miracles like this. So why wouldn't we believe that Christ was, right? So taking that as evidence, I think Christ surely must have traveled to the East in those missing years. I think firstly, he probably got in league with some of the Essenes, or a Christian faction, a Judaistic faction like the Essenes, one of the Gnostic factions around back then, who were much more mystical in their orientation and very much shunned the religious dogma of the day. He probably first got in league with them, and then they probably told him, hey, there's people in the East who really know what's up, And then he probably went to Tibet or India and learned under some kind of, self-realized master or multiple, because he comes back totally enlightened, teaching about enlightenment and self-realization and non-duality and doing miracles. It's like, if that doesn't show you he went to India, nothing will, in my estimation.